processing problems in the tablet manufacturing means we are going to face many problems in the manufacturing of tablets. So these problems may be arise in the different steps, maybe during the granulation process, maybe during the compression process, or maybe during the time of coating. So several defects or problems may occur. These problems may be due to the method or which is adopted to the formulation of tablet, or maybe the machine which is used in the formulation of tablet, or there may be process related factors.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Pharma Talk with Imran. In this video, we are going to focus on a very interesting topic called as the processing problems which we can see in the manufacturing of tablets.
The first problem is capping. It is a very common problem. What happens in this problem? So here we can, in the diagram we can see there is a partial or complete removal or separation of the top or bottom crown of the tablet from the main body after the compression process. Means after compression process, what happens here? There is a partial or complete removal of the cap from the tablet. Now, what are the reasons or causes for this capping problem? The first one is excessive air entrapment. If the air entrapment is more in the inside of the tablet, that leads to weak compacts. Then low moisture content. If the granules which are produced is of low moisture content, that is causing brittleness of the granules and poor bonding between the granules. Then using improper binding quantity or improper binder quantity. So if we are using low binding agent which is having low quality, then that also leads to weakness of the tablet. Then if we are using too many fine particles in the granules, that also leads to uneven compression that may result in capping problem. Then excessive fines in the granules. If the granules which are used which contain very fine particles or very fine powder particles, that also leads to uneven compression, then again that will leads to capping problem. Then high compression speed. If the machine or the punching machine which we are using is of high compression speed, that will leads to problem with the air escape. Means air can't escape in that situation, that also leads to capping problem. Now, what are the remedies or solutions for these capping problem? So we can overcome from these problems by increasing the binder concentration, then by optimizing the moisture content, then by reducing the compression speed and removing the excessive produced fines, then use tapered dies. So these are some solutions by which we can overcome from the capping problem. Now, what are the remedies or solutions for these capping problem? So we can overcome from these problems by increasing the binder concentration, then by optimizing the moisture content, then by reducing the compression speed and removing the excessive produced fines, then use tapered dies. So these are some solutions by which we can overcome. Sticking. What is sticking? Sticking means the tablet material sticks to the punch surfaces, resulting in a rough tablet surface. Now, what are the reasons or causes for sticking problem in the tablets? It may arise due to high moisture content. If the granules or the powder material which we are using, if it is containing more moisture content, then it is one of the reason. Then if the ingredients which are used is of low melting point, then also it may leads to sticking problem. Then if there is a insufficient lubrication in the process of preparation of granules, then that also leads to sticking problem. Then if we are using dirty punches, then that is also the one of the reason for sticking problem. Now what are the solutions or remedies for these problems? So we can overcome from this problem by reducing the moisture content, and by increasing the lubricant, and by polishing or cleaning the punches, and by controlling the room humidity. And the very next problem which is taken under consideration is picking problem. Here what is picking? Picking means it is a type of sticking where the material is removed from the tablet surface. Now what are the causes for this problem? The causes like sticking the powder material to the punch, then if there is a insufficient lubrication in the production of granules, then if the granules which are produced is very soft in nature, then how we can overcome from these problems? What are the remedies? Here we can increase the lubricant and anti-adherent material, and we can reduce the depth of embossing. We can use quite harder granules to overcome from these problems. Now the next problem is motting. Motting means what? Motting means there is a uneven distribution of the color on the tablet surface. What are the causes for this uneven color distribution on the tablet surface? That is motting. So here are some causes. It may happen due to poor mixing of the coloring agent, or there may be a migration of the dye or coloring agent during the drying process. If we are using a colored drug and white excipient, then also it may leads to uneven color distribution on the tablet surface. Then what are the remedies or solutions for this problem? So we can overcome from this problem by improving the mixing process and by using lake pigments instead of dyes, and we can optimize the drying conditions so that we can reduce this motting problem on the tablet surface. Now the next problem is chipping. Chipping means what? Chipping means the breaking of the tablet edges during the handling or coating process. Now what are the causes for this chipping problem? The chipping problem may arise due to insufficient binder or damaged punches and dies, and maybe due to excessive drying. Means if we are using not in enough quantity of binding agent, then that also leads to this chipping problem. Then if the punches or the dies which we are using in the formulation of tablet, if they are damaged, then also it may leads to chipping problem. Then if we are going to increase the drying period or due to excessive drying, that also leads to chipping. Then what are the solutions or remedies for this problem? So we can overcome from this problem by increasing the binding concentration and by adjusting the drying conditions. The next problem is cracking. What is cracking? Cracking means there is a formation of fine cracks on the tablet surface. Here is the summarized table of total video content. Here we can see the columns. The first one is problem, and what is the exact cause for that problem, and what is the remedy for that problem. The first problem is capping. So the reason is air entrapment, and the solution is by increasing the binding agent. We can overcome from this problem. And the second one is lamination. The reason is over compression, and what is the solution? We can reduce the pressure so that we can overcome from this problem. Then sticking. Why sticking occurs? Due to high moisture content, and what is the solution? Increasing the lubricant or lubricating agents. Then picking problem. What is the main cause? Punch embossing. And what is the solution? Using anti-adherent or lubricating agent. Then mottling. It is due to poor mixing. Then what is the solution? Use lake pigments. Then chipping problem is there. So what is the main cause? Worn punches. And what is the key remedy? Replace the tooling.